I meet a lot of musicians. When I talk to them, it sort of seems that they fall into two camps. Sort of the musician that loves being on stage and performing and really getting that energy from the crowd. And then there seems to be that musician that just is kind of afraid of that and just wants to be in the studio and sit with Pro Tools and make music all day that way. Which sort of camp do you kind of fall into?
As far as live versus studio, for me, I'm definitely a live musician. And I thrive off of being in front of audiences and playing a lot of shows. I played 300 shows last year, so it's something I'm really addicted to, and performing and just the whole interaction of it. But there's something about the studio too, where you get to kind of come up with something from scratch and see how it develops. And that creative process is also a huge part of it for me. And I love that aspect too, but I can't imagine myself being a musician without the live performing aspect of it. I think that's something I'll always need to have.
So when you're out there performing live, tell us about a typical show for you. What's the vibe like? Do you sort of build your show up from, hey, I'm just going to start out slow and smooth and build that energy level up? How do you think about sort of the story of a show for yourself?
Absolutely. So the story of a show for me really depends on whether I'm playing by myself, when I'm playing with a duo, trio, 4-piece or 5-piece. And I have a lot of different realms on stage that I play. And lately I've been playing a lot of solo shows where it's exactly that. I start off slow, kind of read the audience. A lot of times it's a small audience of 75, 100 people, and the audience is feeling something, and I have the ability to go in one direction or another depending on how I feel and how they feel, which is great. A lot of times when I'm playing with a band, we kind of have a set list that's already set up, and if we have a big audience there, it's kind of just like, all right, we know exactly how it's going to go from beginning to end. We know what venue we're playing. We kind of already have an idea what the vibe is going to be, and we make small adjustments as we go. But there's definitely something sexy about performing live on stage and kind of the story, starting off kind of slow, getting to somewhat of a climax, and then kind of letting it roll out and sending the audience off with something maybe contemplative. I like doing it that way.
I know that I've really gotten into your music. Where can other people find out more about you, your music, upcoming gigs, and that kind of stuff?
People can find out about my music at my website, www.jasonmasi, that's spelled MASI.com. It's a hub for all the places where you can find me. Facebook, I've got a Pandora station. You can buy my stuff on iTunes. I've got my show schedule up there. So please visit my website and show your support. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason. Really appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Excellent. Good job.